Sir, may I come in? Please.
Please.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sit down, sit down. So, Chaitanya, what were your subjects for the examination?
Sir, my optional was political science and international relations.
Political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
And between political science and international relations, which is your favorite?
Sir, I would say international relations.
And in international relations, which part of this world would you be interested in?
Sir, I'm most interested in the European geopolitics.
Okay, so what's happening in Ukraine?
Sir, in Ukraine, we can say a conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And sir, the point of issue was expansion of NATO in the Ukraine. That was the point of issue for Russia. And sir, Ukraine on the other hand believes that Russia is an expansionist country. And Ukraine believes that Russia wants to acquire the Ukrainian territory. So sir, this is the main reason of the conflict that is happening.
You heard of a thing called the USSR?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, USSR, sir, was a confederation of 15 countries.
And confederation? It was a union?
It was a union, yes, sir. It was a union of Socialist Soviet Republic. And sir, Ukraine was part of it.
So it was part of
USSR.
So and how did it become independent?
Sir, in 1991, there was disintegration of USSR into different countries. And so there were certain revolutions that were happening.
What is the meaning of disintegration?
So the disintegration means the union got disintegrated into 15 different countries.
How does a union get disintegrated? What is the methodology?
Sir, I don't know the exact methodology, but the underlying reasons. Sir, there were the Eastern European countries which were part of the USSR. Sir, they got a little bit. They felt that the Russian authority, the USSR was authoritarian regime of the Russian country. And sir, they believed that they were under the indirect control of Russia. So they were feeling that they were the state which is not under their own control. They were not autonomous. So sir, this led to the revolutions.
So there was a revolution?
Sir, for Ukraine, I don't think there was a particular revolution.
Okay, now coming back to Ukraine.
Yes, sir.
You were saying something about, you say how is it, what's happening there?
Yes, sir. So sir, right now there are certain regions that Russia has captured. And in 2014, sir, Russia captured Crimea. And now there are two major regions that Russia has captured, namely Donetsk and Luhansk. And sir, other regions, Ukraine still has a hold on them. And they're fighting.
When we use the term Crimea,
yes, sir.
Does anything else come to our mind?
Sir, I said the thing.
Some fighting in Crimea, anything else comes to your mind?
Yeah. Sir, when I think about Crimea, the major thing that comes to my mind is that Russia wanted an open seaport. So that's why.
No, I'm not talking of present days. Anything historically, when you use the word Crimea.
So there were Crimean wars, I guess, but I am not sure.
You're not very
Yes,
sure
sir.
what
There
the
were
Crimean War was.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's forget Crimea and come back to India.
Yes, sir.
What exactly is your choice is the administrative service?
Yes, sir.
The first choice. So when you get posted, what do you think your job would be?
Sir, as an IAS, I'll be given certain posts.
In the initial years.
Sir, in the initial years.
I'm not talking of the final years, but in the initial years.
Yes, sir.
What will you be doing?
Sir, in the initial years, I think I'll be posted as an SDM and as a DM. And sir, therein I'll have to manage the revenue and the law and order. If the administration is not
So when you manage law and order, it has to be managed under some rules and regulations or laws. What
Yes,
are
sir.
these laws?
Sir, the number one is the constitution. And sir, then there are union laws and state laws. And then there are certain bylaws and rules and regulations.
Okay, talk about the laws which will govern the work under which gives power to the say the subdivisional magistrate or to the district magistrate? Which are these laws?
Sir, I'm not sure, but I think they are the land revenue laws. Then there are, sir, I don't know the exact name of the laws, but they are related to land revenue. And sir, IPC, CRPC, not exactly. If if I'm not in the police, but I'll have certain powers under IPC also, sir.
What are the powers? See, IPC is the Indian Penal Code.
Yes, sir.
But for a magistrate or executive magistrate, what is it that is there in the Indian Penal Code that you will administer?
Sir, I'm not sure of it. Yes, sir.
Have you heard of the criminal procedure codes?
Yes, sir.
Of course, the names are changing now.
Yes, sir.
But basically, what is the criminal procedure code?
So, sir, criminal procedure code is the second part to the IPC. Basically, IPC gives what are the offences, and the criminal procedure code defines those offences, like the procedure that is to be followed. How to go about it.
Now, as far as the SDM is concerned or the DM is concerned, they are not magistrates sitting to send people, which used to happen hundreds of years ago, but not now. Now the judicial magistrate do that. But the maintenance of law and order, that's under the CRPC, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Sir, I think certain parts are under CRPC.
Now, apart from the criminal laws which they will implement, what are the development activities which are now, which they will have to do?
Sir, the government schemes are implemented by SDMs and DMs.
Yeah, what are those? A few schemes you can tell, not all.
Sir, for example, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
What is it?
So, sir, it aims to make India a cleaner country. It aims to remove the pollutions in water and soil. And sir, the major thing that is there is the defecation-free areas, the open defecation-free areas. So, sir, that is there in Swachh Bharat mission. And sir, other schemes that an SDM or DM will implement. Sir, there are certain schemes related to power and electrification. So that implementation has to be done by the DM. For example, sir, PM Ujjwala scheme, the electrification, the Saubhagya scheme in the rural areas. And sir, then the DM also ensures the implementation of PDS if it is going along the procedures and no corruption is there.
Thank you. No.
Good afternoon, Chaitanya.
Good afternoon, sir.
Convince me that why you would be a good IAS officer.
Sir, I believe I have certain strengths. For example, I have held few positions of leadership which requires coordination, and sir, I think I have managed them well. And sir, even the IAS and the bureaucracy that I am willing to join, most of the positions that I'll hold, they'll be sir leadership positions, and I think I can handle them well with the coordination. And sir, I think I also have gained through these leadership positions a certain level of emotional intelligence, that I am able to regulate my emotions and able to ensure that the results are there. So sir, I think these things will help me. Also sir, I think that I am in general sense, I am a compassionate person, and I would definitely want and give my 100% for social well-being of the society.
You mentioned that you are interested in international relation, though it's not been a subject of your study. You've done science and then you've done BTech.
Yes, sir.
Never studied international relation, but you're very interested in international relation, which also means that people are generally aware of what India is doing, and the global affairs is well known to us. So, India has always followed this principle, which we don't speak of today, as the non-aligned approach.
Yes, sir.
We today say strategic autonomy. Do you think there is a difference between the two, or is it just a semantic change?
Sir, I believe that the two, in the real sense, sir, in the perspective for India, the two are, sir, I would believe are similar. The geopolitical realities of the time when we use the non-alignment term and the realities of today, they are different. So sir, as per India's perspective, I believe, sir, they are similar things. And because sir, the motive of both the things was to ensure India's interest as primary, rather than joining blocs or taking sides. So sir, I think that there's not a major difference between strategic autonomy and non-alignment.
So, do you think it's very close to saying strategic neutrality? All right.
Sir, I think strategic autonomy gives a more aggressive sense. Strategic neutrality will be more passive.
Okay.
And as India now wants to be a major superpower, the global superpower, then I think, sir, we should have an aggressive stance.
Okay. And you sing songs with acoustic guitar.
Yes, sir.
Right. If you had a guitar, then we would have listened to it. But any particular guitarist you like? Jimi
Sir,
Hendrix? Have you heard the name?
Sir, actually, I generally sing Bollywood songs, and I have
Okay.
learned from YouTube. I'm self-learned. I haven't taken any professional course.
Okay.
I haven't taken any professional course.
Right.
So I generally sing general Bollywood songs.
Good. Over to you, sir.
Chaitanya,
Yes,
your
sir.
name mirrors that of a very famous personality.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me some inputs about him?
Yes, sir. Sir, my name mirrors Bhakti Saint Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was from West Bengal, and he was a Bhakti saint of 15th century. And sir, he popularized the Sun Kirtans, the Kirtans that are held, and he also popularized the Hare Krishna mantra. And sir, he has a famous book called Shiksha Ashtakam. And sir, he was a Krishna, he was towards Krishna Bhakti.
Right. Now, have you heard of the term Ponzi scheme?
Yes, sir.
What does it stand for? And how does a Ponzi scheme operate?
Sir, I'm not sure completely, but sir, Ponzi schemes are schemes that might lead to scams. For example, the chit fund scams are there. So sir, these schemes, these certain schemes which might lead to certain issues, which might lead to loss of financial losses. So they
No,
are.
you're using the term might. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
might. They lead. They
Okay,
lead
sir.
to. They are frauds. They are scams.
Yes, sir.
But then, how do they operate?
Sir, one example that I know of, that they will collect money from people and they'll ask for greater returns with minimal risk.
They will promise greater returns.
Yes, sir. They would promise greater returns with minimal risks, and sir, that will lead to a person will get greedy and will deposit huge amounts of money, and then sir, they'll vanish. They won't fulfill their promises.
I'm giving you three terms: district magistrate, collector, and deputy commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Are these related to the same post, or are these three different posts?
Sir, I think district magistrate and collector, they are similar, while deputy commissioner, it is refers to the police services, the deputy commissioner that is there. And
I
sir,
think you need to revisit. They are all the same.
okay sir, I'll read about it. I'm sorry, sir.
Tell me something about climate change. People like Donald Trump have said that it's a hoax.
Yes, sir.
Is it a hoax, you think?
No, sir, I think it is not a hoax because there have been evidences around us. For example, sir, the recent flash floods that are there in all of the major countries, and sir, the forest fires.
No, you're talking about extreme weather events.
Yes, sir.
But then that by itself is not an evidence. We have had previous cases of changes in the climate.
Yes.
There have been 8 cycles over the past 8 millennia: ice age, warm age, ice age, warm age.
Yes, sir.
So what is different about this?
Sir, I think the scientific studies that are being done, which shows the greenhouse effects, we have sir evidential proof of the greenhouse gas effect, that greenhouse gases trap the sun's radiation, and sir, we also have empirical evidences that greenhouse gases are being increased in the atmosphere.
Thanks
sir,
to what?
So thanks to not sir thanks to, but unfortunately the industrial pollution that is there, the transport pollution that is there, and sir, other natural events are also leading to increased sources of methane. But sir, the major contributions have been post-industrial revolutions, the industrial affluents that are released in the atmosphere, sir.
My final question to you: RTI. Have you heard of this?
Yes, sir.
Which year was it enacted?
Sir,
And when did it become effective from? From which year?
sir, the act was formulated in 2005, but sir, the enforcement year I'm not sure of.
So has it been a game changer in terms of governance?
Sir, I believe yes, it has, because sir, it has made the citizens realize their powers, the powers of to hold the people accountable, and sir, it has also led to increased transparency in the governance.
Which act did it replace?
So there was a Freedom of Information Act of 2002. I'm not sure.
No, which act did it replace? What was the act which governed official functioning before this? The Official Secrets Act.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Official
Okay,
Secret
thank
Acts. Yes, sir.
Please.
You have listed contemporary international affairs as your hobby,
Yes, sir.
but I find that you have listed IFS as fifth
Yes, sir.
choice.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, there are actually some certain personal reasons behind it, because my parents they wanted me to serve in India. And sir, the other thing is the reason that the interest that I've mentioned. I believe I can fulfill that interest while staying in India, because sir, nowadays due to globalization and everything, the international affairs is being involved in every aspect, from investor summit and from every point. So international relations, I can fulfill that interest while staying in India also.
And another thing I notice is that you have given 7th and 8th priority to Danets and Danics.
Yes, sir.
Why
Sir,
such high priority to them, even though they are class 2
yes, sir.
services?
Sir, actually, again, sir, the main reason is I intend to give this exam again if I don't get into the IAS. And sir, the second reason being that I wanted, as the priority, I was given the choice to fill the priority. I wanted that I would like to stay near my area, the area that I have been born and brought up in, so that sir, I can prepare well.
Area is Delhi, Shadra.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
But Andaman Nicobar is far off.
Yes, sir.
So that won't fulfill your desire.
Yes, sir. It won't completely fulfill my desire, because sir, but then sir, I had choices, so I filled it that way.
Okay. So similarly, if you had opted for IFS,
Yes, sir.
alternately you would have come back to India.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, every 3 years or so.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I asked my seniors about this. So they told me that if you have 36 years of service, then you'll have to spend around 20-25 years outside of India. So that's why I chose IFS as my 5th preference.
Okay. Police is your second choice,
Yes, sir.
IPS. What is your view about police functioning in India?
Sir, I think that police functioning in India, so there are certain issues, and so there are certain positives. So the issues being that the work burden on police is, I believe, a bit higher. It is not as per the UN standards per population. How many police personnel should be there?
How many should be there as per UN
Sir, I'm not
standards, and what do we have?
Sir, I'm not able to recall right now the exact number.
So carry on.
Yes, sir. And sir, another issue is, sir, the modernization. Although government has taken steps for modernization of the police, there are schemes for body cams and other modernization things. But sir, I think we still need to improve on that. And sir, I think that the determination and dedication that the police personnel shows in our country is not next to any other country. Because sir, we see that police personnel even give up their festivals to serve for the regular citizens. So sir, I believe that Indian police service is something to be proud of.
What are the negatives of functioning? Dono side.
Yes, sir. So the negatives, I would believe there is a certain level of corruption in the Indian police service. And sir, I think that it might stem from the compassion fatigue that is there due to the burdening of. But sir, I think that the government is working upon it, as trying to increase the accountability and transparency. And sir, the technology modification of the police departments, the e-governance that is being added there, that is also ensuring that corruption is being minimized. It is reducing the
You said
interaction.
compassion fatigue.
Yes, sir.
What is that, compassion fatigue?
Sir, compassion fatigue refers to a phenomena when a person, the compassion of the person gets reduced because of the fatigue, the overburdening, the work pressure gets very high.
So basically what I get is that you are putting the burden of reforming police onto the government. As a police leader, if you get into IPS as a police leader, what are the internal reforms that you would like to implement?
So the internal reforms that I would like are, sir, first I would work on the mental health. I believe that government needs to work on the mental health of these services.
Okay, one.
One is the mental health. Sir, other is I would start giving them sensitization trainings, specifically with respect to some vulnerable sections. For example, women and specially abled, the third gender. So this I will do. And so the third thing that I will do is I'll try to make them more responsible. As in, I'm not able to get the exact word that is there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You also play chess.
Yes, sir.
What level have you achieved?
Sir, I play chess as a hobby. My sir, ELO rating.
ELO rating.
Yes, sir.
What
ELO
is that?
rating is, sir, FIDE, the Federation of International Chess, the World Chess, the organization that is there, FIDE.
FIDE, huh?
FIDE. So, sir, they have given certain parameter, which is called ELO rating, to judge how good a chess player a person is. So, sir, my ELO rating is moderate and modest. It is around 1200.
Okay.
So, yes, sir.
So tell us something about King's Gambit.
Yes, sir. So, sir, King's Gambit is a type of an opening in chess game. It is considered as a bit aggressive opening,
Okay.
wherein the first move as white is, sir, it is e4, and then after the black moves, then it is then it is f4.
Okay.
And sir, then the black has the choice to accept or either decline the King's Gambit.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay, Chaitanya, your formal interview is over.